Hi everyone. Hope you're having a good night tonight. I am sorry we're about 60 seconds late getting started here. I was trying to wrap up a little something in messages that took me a minute to get squared away. So give me just a second here. I have got to get one final thing set up and then we're going to be ready to rock and roll tonight. And I think, yeah, all right, we've got I do have a couple of teams that are unpaid. If you happen to have the Padres or the Dodgers in Inception, please get your payment in for that between now and the time we start your break. And I believe we've also got a couple of outstanding teams in Spectra. So if you guys wouldn't mind getting that stuff squared away. I know sometimes it's a short window, but I would appreciate it if you could get us squared away on that so we can start on time with everything this evening. So first up here, guys, is a message about feedback. Feedback has been quite a thing all month. I don't really quite know what's going on. This has been the weirdest month ever. Right now I've got some guy who's mad because I wrote to him to ask him if there was a problem because he left neutral feedback. And for some reason, that made him very, very angry. So now he is just absolutely filleting me in messages and screaming in all caps, and he'll go change it. And I'm like, okay, all I did was ask if there was a problem, but I don't know. So feedback has been dicey, to say the least, this month. I have no idea how that, but anyway. The part that you need to know that you see on the screen is that my feedback is completely automated. So anytime that you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get positive feedback in return, which means you never ever have to wait on me. And other than that, I'll be glad when this month is over, because it seems to be all month long has just been weird issues like the one that I'm dealing with right there. So I don't know. But anyway, if you feel like leaving negative or neutral feedback, of course, I would always just appreciate knowing and having a chance to correct it. And if I do ask you what's going on and if there's a problem, hey, don't think I'm attacking you. I'm really literally just asking if there's a problem I don't know about. But anyway, the next thing you need to know is to say thank you. I do appreciate all you guys who bid and break and chat with me. So thank you for coming and spending part of your time with me tonight. Hopefully we're going to make it worth your while by pulling some awesome stuff. So our breaks that are coming up tonight, we're going to get to in just a minute. But before we start on what we're looking at here, which are the days ahead, for those of you who might not know, tonight we're breaking Triple Play and Spectra and Inception in that order. Okay, so I think somebody was asking me a question about that a minute ago, and I don't know that I got all of my messages answered. So that is the order that we're going in tonight. Before we start that, though, we've got this to look at. So tomorrow night, we've got a couple of products coming out tomorrow. Cornerstones Basketball and Certified Football both come out tomorrow. We're going to break full cases of each one, as well as a Hit Parade autographed football jersey. On Thursday night, we're going to break all kinds of memorabilia in there, including another case of our game-used batting gloves, a half case of Gold Standard Football, and another case of Certified Football. And on Friday, Immaculate Collegiate Football comes out. So we'll break a case of that on Friday, another case of Inception, and a second case of Cornerstones. On Saturday, we've got memorabilia all over the place. And you know what's part of that? And this is going to be fun. On Friday, Leaf autographed football jerseys come out. So on Saturday, we're going to break a half case of them. Yeah, that's right. We're not going to mess with any one jersey at a time. Well, we will later because I do lots of them one at a time. But we're going to break a few cases as half cases first. We'll start with that on Saturday. Also a case of Optic Baseball on Saturday night. On Sunday, we've got loads of memorabilia, autographed mini helmet, a new product, New Era baseball caps that are autographed, and Mike Trout and Aaron Judge and a lot of awesome people on that checklist. And then we'll open an autographed baseball jersey and a three-peat basketball box, which is similar to what we're opening tonight in that it will have 3 autographed items in it. And then also a half case of Allen and Ginter. So that's where we're looking at for the week ahead. Again, for tonight, this is the order we're breaking in. So it's the Triple Play Baseball box, followed by Spectra Basketball, then Inception Baseball. The free shipping break, which is the Triple Play, I'm projecting that to ship out on Monday, the 30th. Usually my free shipping stuff is going to go out somewhere in the neighborhood 5, 6, 7 days after an auction ends. The paid shipping breaks tonight, which are Spectra and Inception, I'm projecting those to ship out on Saturday. If I can get to them sooner, I absolutely will do so. And finally, consolation cards. There's a couple of different ways this works. Basically, if your team doesn't pull anything in a break, so if you don't pull the memorabilia item out of that break, or you don't pull even so much as a base card out of one of the card breaks, you are entitled to a consolation card for your team or teams. Typically, if you're in one of the free shipping breaks, I hold those until you have a package shipping the next time, and I track that for a rolling 90-day period. So if a month from now, 2 months from now, whatever the case might be, you pulled something, I would go back and say, hey, here's all the teams, the times where you didn't pull something over the last 90 days, gather all those cards up, and they would ship out at the same time that your next package went out. If you do not want to wait for that and you're in a free shipping break and you want it just in a plain white envelope and a stamp, shoot me a message over on eBay. I will be happy to get that taken care of for you. Now for our paid shipping breaks, which are Spectra and Inception, if you happen to get skunked in one of those breaks, I hope that you don't, but if you do, whatever card or cards you are due will be shipped out to you along with the rest of the break. You don't have to wait for your next package on those since they're paid shipping breaks, okay? So I think that's got us squared away for that page anyway. And we're going to start off tonight with 2018 Hit Parade Series 5 Triple Play Baseball Box Break number 6. And of course, everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, Tuesday night, the 24th of July. And we have team names on the left. Our winning bidders are across from it on the right-hand side. And of course, a new spreadsheet goes up before every break. So if you don't happen to be in this one, don't go far. Your break's going to be coming up here in a moment, and you'll get a chance, of course, to see your name up in lights when we do get to your break. Last but not least, I am changing the focus. I take autofocus off and manually set it, which will make the background go a little bit out of focus, but we should still be in good shape. Now, who do we have in chat tonight? We have Greg and Kyle and S&S Design. Oh, hey, this is S&S Design. It's our first break with us tonight. So, hey, welcome, S&S Design. And here's Geo9223. And Greg, you're asking if there are any spots in this triple play. No, everything's sold in all of the breaks tonight. I just have a couple of folks that hadn't gotten their payment in yet. There's a couple of teams in Inception we're waiting on, and a couple of teams in Spectra that we're waiting on. So hopefully those are going to show up pretty soon. And then we have, what are you guys looking for in here? Somebody's looking for Yankees. Greg, there are no Spectra spots, unfortunately. Salvatore's here. Salvatore. S&S Design is Shanna. Okay, hi, Shanna. And Big Papa's in the house. Big Papa Truth and Anthony are here, too. So awesome. And Allison. All right, so we have 3 items in here. Let's just start with the picture because, yeah, right there it is. And that looks like Phil Rizzuto, right? That's whose signature and face that looks like to me. I'm having trouble getting the whole thing in the frame. It's for the Yankees. There's a PSA DNA authentication sticker on it and a PSA DNA authentication little paper card in the back of it. So I'm trying to scoot it back so it shows up better anyway. So our autograph photograph in here for the Yankees, and again, looks to me like that's going to be Phil Rizzuto, right? And that's what I'm thinking. Bobby, you probably missed me doing the rundown a minute ago. So again, guys, for anybody who jumped in late, the order tonight is the triple play baseball that we're opening right now, followed by Spectra basketball, followed by Inception baseball. So if you're here for Spectra, you got about 3 or 4 minutes. If you're here for Inception, you probably got about 25 minutes, give or take 10 minutes, depending on how many redemptions we pull. All right, our autograph baseball, fortunately, it tells me on the lid, you can see it right there, it is Byron Buxton. And somewhere on there, JSA authentication sticker, you can see, will match up with your JSA authentication card, which they kind of bent up, but you know what, that doesn't matter all that much. The most important part, of course, is the part that's on the item itself. What's on the item, that's the authentication that matters when you're looking at balls or jerseys or any of that stuff. Paper stuff is nice to have, but the sticker on the item is what actually authenticates it. Okay, here we go. The Kansas City Royals. Hey, hey, it's Moose. Oh, and it's an authentic jersey. Ba-boom. I love when we pull those because there's our MLB logo for Mike Mostowskis, the Moose, Kansas City Royals. And that is Fanatics authenticated. I'm trying to get it all in the frame here. You can see there's your little hologram sticker down there and the nice signature for our MLB authentic Kansas City Royals jersey. Love it when they're authentic. There is no paper certification with this, as you can see. There is only the Fanatics hologram sticker. I don't know, honestly, if Fanatics even issues a paper sticker, or I mean a paper to go with the sticker. I've only really ever, I only remember seeing Fanatics as being the hologram sticker, but at any rate, there's definitely no paper in this one, but there is, of course, authentication. So nice hit for the Royals with the Moose. All right, so it was Royals, and then Byron Buxton for the Twins, and then Phil Rizzuto for the Yankees were our triple play box tonight. And give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to check on a Spectra payment, and as soon as I check on that, then we're going to be ready to go into Spectra. So bear with me here just 1 second. And I'm trying to get it to load. It's giving me grief. Come on, page. Yeah, so I am still sitting here waiting on a couple of teams to get paid, but it's somebody I know, so I'm going to assume that they are probably maybe just out to dinner or something like that and just didn't see it, and we'll just let it rock on and move onward and upward. Okay, so let me get our spreadsheet up again. For those of you who might not have seen it a moment ago, there are a couple of pieces of information on here. One is your anticipated or projected shipping date for Spectra and Inception, both. It is Saturday. And then consolation cards for the upcoming breaks, Spectra and Inception. If you get skunked, your consolation card or cards will be shipped with the rest of the break if you're in one of the paid shipping breaks. If you were in the free shipping break, of course, it's going to go with your next hit unless you give me a shout and let me know that you want it done otherwise, okay? So we are now getting ready to go into Spectra basketball. This is a full case break. It is break number 5. And of course, it also ended tonight, Tuesday night. Why am I saying Thursday? Tuesday night, the 24th of July. And as much as I like Spectra, and I do really like Spectra, I have to say I'm not sad to see it go this time because it has cost me a lot of money. For some reason, I guess you guys, bidders, nobody's excited about Spectra this year for some reason. And so every break has cost me, lots and lots and lots of money. So these 5 cases, yeah, I could have gone on a nice little week-long vacation and paid for it with the money that I lost on these 5 cases of Spectra. So as much as I like the product, I have to say I am not sad that this is my last case of it because every break cost me a tremendous little sum of lost revenue, sadly. But you know what? That means it's a good thing for you guys. That means you're getting some stuff at a good price, and hopefully maybe you can make a little money on it. And as long as somebody comes out okay, then we'll call it a win. How about that? Ken, you are, which are you asking, Ken? And then somebody else is, I don't know what you guys are asking right now. I've got to read back up through here because Geo said no, they do not, but I don't know no, they do not to what, but I'm going to assume that somebody already got their answer. If you need something, guys, please jump back in there and let me know. Chat was moving fast and furious there for a moment, and it scrolls beyond where I can see it, and I don't really want to, you know, I mean, I can scroll up back through it, but it might be easier if you just shout in there and tell me again if you had something that one of you guys in chat hadn't answered. You guys are usually really awesome about answering stuff for people, though, when I haven't looked over there. So, Bobby, I don't need anybody filled for Spectra. I just had a couple of teams that hadn't yet been paid, but I did look to see who it was that had the teams, and it is somebody I know, so I'm just gonna let it ride, and I'm sure that one will be fine. Okay, so Spectra, if you haven't done a break of this before, well, first of all, it's an awesome product. I don't know why people don't like it this year. I actually think it's better this year than it's been in some other years. But anyway, we're going to find 3 autograph cards, 3 memorabilia cards per box, usually a parallel or 2, as well as a base card. There are some case hits we will encounter as well. One is called White Sparkle, and then we should find a couple of Silver Prism base along the way. So we're starting off with Harrison Barnes to 99 for the Mavericks. And then we have a little Frank Mason base card for the Kings. And LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs, numbered to 49. I just grabbed the wrong sleeve. I sat there put them all out so carefully like a minute ago, and then I pick up the wrong pile. That was kind of stupid, wasn't it? Allison is looking for the Lakers. LaMarcus Aldridge to 49 for the Spurs with a relic. Caleb Swanigan relic coming out for the Portland Trail Blazers. We're going to follow that up with Mirotic for Nola, numbered to 99. He was a nice little mid-year addition for them, actually. Turned out to be, I think, actually fit in better than I thought he would anyway. We have a redemption. You know I'm going to enact cruel and unusual punishment. We're going to leave it flipped upside down until we get to the end of the break. Well, here's Larry Brown again to 25. Does that say 25? Yeah. And we pulled a Larry Brown for the Virginia Squires last night, so we know how this goes tonight. That is a defunct franchise. It did become a couple of other franchises, or a couple of other franchises became the Virginia Squires. However, none of them went on to be NBA teams. They were all part of the ABA. They folded. So that card's going to be awarded using random.org at the end of the break. Josh Jackson to 99 for the Phoenix Suns. So see, aren't you glad you're here tonight? Because we looked all that up last night. So you didn't have to sit through all of me trying to figure that out last night. Because, yeah, you're benefiting from that tonight. Because we already know the answer without all the waiting and the legwork. How about that? Hi, Jeff. The jersey was the Kansas City Royals in triple play. Did I open that upside down? No, I just looked at it upside down. There's Boogie Cousins for Nola. He is numbered 299. And then we have Willie Cauley-Stein, base card for the Kings. Oh, here's our White Sparkle case hit. And it's for Karl Anthony Towns of the D-backs. What's wrong with me tonight? Of the T-Wolves. I'm talking baseball when we're opening basketball. That was smart. So Karl Anthony Towns is a nice hit on our White Sparkle case hit there. Terrence Ferguson for the Thunder. We typically find one of those White Sparkle per case, but we did have one case where we found 2, but it's supposed to only be 1 per case. So I'm assuming that's the only one we'll find tonight. Victor Oladipo to 49 for the Pacers. Andrew Wiggins for the Timberwolves to 199. Hi, Gina. What's shaking? For the Pistons, it is Isaiah Thomas. That's a nice little hit to 49. Of course, the original Isaiah Thomas, not the currently playing Isaiah Thomas. I'm sure you guys know that, but yeah. Legendary Isaiah Thomas. To 49, it is Tony Parker. There's a nice one you don't pull often for the Spurs. The Jazz are on the board with Ricky Rubio to 35, and this is one of those really, really thick in the zone cards. And these are, they're too thick, really, kind of, to go in a 180. And the next size up I have is a 260 point. So it's going to have to go in a top loader that's a little bit bigger than I would prefer. But I will close it up at the top using safe release painter's tape, not Scotch tape. And it will also be in a team bag, so I think it will be fine. But if you've done breaks with me a lot, you know that I prefer to put them in the top loader that is the correct size. I'm not one of these people who likes to put them in top loaders that are way too large and obviously not way too small. So, you know. Okay, we have D'Angelo Russell, numbered to 75 for the Brooklyn Nets. James Harden base card. And you know what? I talked us into having a second white sparkle, didn't I? I said we had one case that had two. Well, now we've had two cases that have two. Because here is Joel Embiid, 76ers. So two very nice white sparkle case hits coming out. Maybe they'll give us some more. That'd be nice. Harry Giles to 199 for the Kings. For the Brooklyn Nets to 25, it's D'Angelo Russell. For Jokic and the Nuggets, that is numbered to 99. Oh, hey, and for those of you who were on here last night and I kept trying to tell you I couldn't think of the name, it's like sitting right here and it didn't even still hit me. The corner, what makes up part of the hits for Cornerstones this year is the really cool card that was in Grand Reserve last year. I could not think of the product, and there it was sitting on the table and still couldn't think of it last night. Wow, it's an Isaiah Thomas kind of night. Pistons, you're hitting a second one. This one numbered to 125. Here's Luke Kennard to 299 for the Pistons, who are really hitting a lot of stuff so far, the Pistons. Bogdanovic for the Kings to 199. I think, or did that say 299? No, it says 199. For Sacramento, Anthony, you want to know, Jeff, does who want to trade what, Zeke? What are we talking about? I don't know who's, Jeff is asking somebody if they want to trade a Zeke, but I don't know who I don't know who he's asking, but somebody in chat, was somebody in chat talking to Jeff about trading an Ezekiel Elliott something or another? Anthony, you're asking how many redemptions we're going to get tonight. We've been averaging like 4 or 5 or some really stupidly high number. I'm going to say we're going to get lucky tonight and we're going to have no more than 3. Yeah, I'm going to say we're going to hold it to 3 or less. How do you feel about that? Dwayne Wade and the Heat. That is numbered to 99. Kevin Love, who just signed a monster contract for the Cavaliers, is our base card. A third white sparkle. What the what? This is Vucevic for the Magic, and that is our third case hit of white sparkle. Supposed to be 1 per case. We're now on number 3, so let's just keep rocking with that. And I'm on board with that plan because you know what? Those are bringing some money. Rollins for $2.99. Okay, let's just start this all the way over. Tree Rollins for the Hawks, numbered $2.99. There, I got it out. That was a little frightening. That took me a minute. Carmelo Anthony to 99 for OKC. And Oklahoma's going to come out right behind it with Paul George to 199. So Melo and then Paul George. Oh, I thought you were talking about Ezekiel Elliott. Sorry. Jeff is asking, does someone want to trade for one of the Isaiah Thomas autographs? And I never knew his nickname was Zeke. I never knew that. I never heard that. I don't know where I was. I was absent that day, I guess. Well, good grief. Here's a third one to 125. So if you're the Pistons, you now have acquired 3, yes, count them 3 Isaiah Thomas autographs in this break alone. So something crazy is happening with this case, just by the way. Kirilenko for the Jazz. That, what is the number on that? To 149. And then the Grizzlies hit with Mike Conley to 49. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen anything in Spectra where we have pulled multiple cards of the same player in Spectra. Much less 3. Much less of Isaiah Thomas. Like, not one you pull very often. And all of a sudden we pull him 3 times. But then again, we got 3 white sparkles as well. So, just an odd case this is. I mean, I guess the 3 white sparkles are good, of course. And I guess if you have the Pistons, the 3 Isaiah Thomas are good. But if you don't have the Pistons, you're probably not as thrilled about that. Sting Lover says, let's go Hornets and Clippers. He's trying to flip the script here. He wants to get another team going. Let's see if we can make that happen. Anunoby to 99 for the Raptors. Here's Lauri Markkanen for the Bulls on a base card. And here is another case hit. This is one of our, what should be 2 Silver Prism base cards. And it is also for the Pistons. Different player, at least. It's Blake Griffin. But once again, the Pistons are kind of crushing this break right now. Numbered to 99 for the Pacers, Thaddeus Young. John Stockton and the Jazz, numbered to 25. Nice low number. And we're going to follow that up with, hey, guess what? Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz to 199. So that's probably, if you have the Jazz, you're probably a little more excited about the Donovan Mitchell, although John Stockton's pretty nice. And this is numbered to 149. This apparently is a whole box of Jazz players because there's a 3rd Jazz hit right in a row out of this particular box. And another redemption. And, oh yeah, another Pistons card. So this is super unusual, okay? We've never had it come out like this for Spectra. I mean, this is really heavily skewed. It is Blake Griffin, numbered to 10. It's another one of those super thick in the zone cards. And wow, Pistons, you've made your money back about 20 times probably because it wasn't super expensive to buy into the Pistons to begin with. Maybe not 20 times, but you know what I mean. Gina said you saw there was a case that had 3 Josh Jacksons. Yeah, I mean, that's just like nuts, isn't it? Nuts, nuts, nuts. I had not seen any of that myself. Not all of this crazy duplication until this case. The other cases we've opened, we didn't have this kind of scenario going on. Now, I've been seeing some of the same players hit, but in different cases, but not all out of the same case. This is kind of unusual. Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs, that's numbered to 99. And Nitlakina is our base card for the Knicks. Cavaliers are going to pull a nice low-numbered LeBron James to 5. So that's a nice hit for the Cavaliers. It's number 3 of 5, I believe that said. Pacers, who have also had a few hits in here, come out with Al Jefferson to 99 with some triple relics. The Miami Heat get involved with Big Bam Adebayo, numbered 299. Jabari Parker's coming out for the Milwaukee Bucks to 199. We're starting to see a little more variation now, thankfully. Wesley Iwundu, that is numbered to 299. You got a little pinstripe in there too. So the Magic are on the board. And a 3rd redemption. Here comes Artis Gilmore for the Chicago Bulls. That's numbered to 99. All right, so right now we're at the number of redemptions I guessed. When somebody asked to guess how many, I said 3. And we're at 3 right now, which would mean we have to get through both of these last 2 boxes with no redemptions. Ooh, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I don't know. So whoever has the Pistons, if you are watching live, you do have a couple of folks in chat who are inquiring about buying some of your extra Isaiah Thomas cards. So if you're watching live and you have the Pistons and you're not logged into chat, or you don't know how to get logged into chat, I can tell you a couple things. That you do need to have a YouTube account and be signed into it to be able to participate in chat. If you're in the app and you're signed in, I think it just shows right up. If you happen to be on your mobile device, but you went there by www.youtube.com, you also, I think, would have to hit the view the desktop version link. This is numbered to 75 for the Hornets. It's Malik Monk. Another Frank Mason base card for the Kings. A nice little Magic Johnson coming out for the Lakers, numbered to 75. Whoops, I put that in the wrong stack, didn't I? Minnesota Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns to 49. Danny Manning and the Clippers to 25. Isn't that who you were looking for, Stang Lover? Weren't you looking for the Clippers? And the, well, I know you said, I think you said the Hornets too, but there's Danny Manning getting you started anyway. Rodney Hood to 199 for the Cavaliers. And here comes an In the Zone, not quite as thick as our others, for the Celtics. It's Chris Herron to 99. I don't know why some of them, I guess that's what they're numbered to. Some of them obviously really thick, some of them our regular kind of thickness going on there. And the Lakers hit with Eldon Campbell. That's an unusual autograph for the Lakers. It is numbered to 99. In the Zone, Eldon Campbell. Do not pull that one very often. 76ers. Oh, man, that is sweet. Nice Markelle Fultz, a big patch, 2-color patch, another one of our really thick cards, and Markelle is numbered to 25. So now you just have to hope that he gets his rhythm back next year, which I think he will. And you have yourselves a nice little pull on your hands right there. Yeah, so guys, if again, if you're watching this on the tape delay, and if you guys want to, Jeff and Greg, if you want to type in your eBay usernames, I can always announce it. And if the person who has the Pistons is watching this later on tape delay, wants to reach out to you by way of eBay, they could use your eBay username to do that. If you don't want it, of course, announced, I understand that, but I'm just trying to help you guys out if you do. But beyond that, I don't really get involved in what you guys sort out amongst yourselves in terms of that sort of thing. Blake Griffin to 99 for the Pistons. Hassan Whiteside is our base card for the Heat. And Anunoby is our second case hit silver prism base for the Raptors. The Clippers have Patrick Beverley to 49. Okay, so Detroit Pistons team owner, if you want to sell some of your Isaiah Thomas cards, the eBay user ID of the person who's interested in acquiring them is Greg's Coins 1. GREGSCOINS 1. Greg's Coins 1. This is 149 Artist Gilmore and the Chicago Bulls. So if you're watching this after the fact, you know how you can go on to eBay and find someone who's interested in buying some of your cards that you hit tonight. Dennis Schroeder and the Hawks, that is numbered to 5. That's a sweet looking little patch too. 3-color, nice patch for Dennis Schroeder and the Hawks. Here comes another Danny Manning. This one is to 25, and it is for the Suns. And a 4th redemption is coming out to blow my estimate. And I estimated 3, and it just blew it for me right there next to last card. To 299, we have Zach Collins and the Trailblazers. So we have some redemptions that we need to verify. We've got a card that needs to be awarded using random.org. And then, of course, we will recap everything after we get that done. But I'm kind of getting it all out here so that it's ready to be recapped in a moment. We're going to flip our redemptions and see who we can make happy with these. Hopefully it will be some good stuff in here. And yes, I know I'm putting them in sleeves. It's so I can write on them. I like to write on them. Makes me happier because then I don't have to think about it when I'm sorting. I can just look at it and go. All right. Oh boy, somebody's fighting in there. Somebody's attacking the little kitten. I may have to go interfere in a minute. Of course, he's not a kitten anymore. He's almost a year. But anyway, Tadosic, Rising Stars Signatures. And then we have Nitlakina. That is rookie jersey autograph neon green. Followed by Dennis Smith Jr., Rising Star Signatures neon green. And then Bam Adebayo, rookie jersey autograph. So what was that? Heat, Knicks, and I've already forgotten who the other two were. Anyway, we made some other people happy just now. So let's go to the checklist and verify Heat, Knicks, and who else did I say it was? Oh, the Mavericks, Dennis Smith Jr. All right, I'm going to roll over here to the Panini website I'm going to bring you along with, and we're going to check this out. If you haven't ever used their website for this purpose, it's pretty awesome. It goes all the way back to 2009. It tracks all of their products. It's super easy to use. There's just all these drop-down menus are kind of a pain, but the information it gives you is quite good. So we're going to look at Bam Adebayo first. He is rookie jersey autographs. I think we have determined by now these are typically going to be to 299. And of course he's a Miami Heat, but we're going to check it out. To 117, it is the Heat. To 299 for Bam Adebayo. Let me get that all labeled up. We are next looking for Dennis Smith Jr. and Rising Stars Signatures neon green. He is card number 15. He's going to be the Dallas Mavericks, and number 235. That's a really nice low number for the Mavericks. I'm just labeling these as we go, so it takes me a minute. Sorry about the delay. Now we're going to look up Frank Nitlakina, and he is rookie jersey autographs neon green. Of course, he's going to be the Knicks. Jersey autograph neon green, card number 103. There is Frank. He will be numbered to 49. So another nice low one. And then last but not least, we have Tadosic Rising Stars signature. He is just plain, no neon anything after it. Card number 29 means he is numbered to 199. So let me get him all labeled up here. And we are, oh, I started to say we're ready to recap, but you know what? We're not. We have a random card we've got to give away. That is Larry Brown here, and we learned last night when we pulled a Larry Brown that the Squires are a defunct ABA team that did not translate into any current NBA franchise, so this card is just going to go out by way of random. I'm going to bring you along with me. I will copy all of our team names from the spreadsheet, then we're going to go to random.org and I will paste them all in there. Because we have 30 items in our list, I don't see any real reason to do this multiple times. Did I not bring you with me? What page have I got you on? Yeah, I do. Okay, good. So we're just going to drop them in here and I'll hit random one single time. After I hit randomize, the team that is on the top in the number 1 position afterwards will be the ones that will be the team that takes home this card. So once again, just scrolling through here so you can see that I did in fact copy all 30 of our teams. And good luck to everybody, because here we go with a random. And it is going to the Charlotte Hornets. You know how tempted I am to say something. You know I am, but I'm not going to, Stang Lover. But you know I'm thinking it. You know I'm thinking it. All right, let me get this put in here so that I can label this up for the Hornets. All right, so Charlotte Hornets via random, taking home the Larry Brown card for the defunct Virginia Squires, numbered to 25. So that's how that went. We're recapping now, obviously. You know what? After we already looked at him. We're going to set him aside, then we're going to do the rest of this in the order I would normally do it. So our case hits, base silver prism Ananobi, base silver prism Blake Griffin. Oddly enough, 3 white sparkles. We'll take them all. Vucevic for the Magic, Embiid for the Sixers, and the big man, Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. The rest of our numbered cards that do not have a signature or a relic attached to them are here. We're not going to flip all these over and look at the backs again because we've already done all of that, of course. But this is just a quick little refresher in case someone joined mid-break. That's a nice one to 5. Or, you scroll to the end if you're watching the tape delay, something like that. Our redemptions, the Heat to $2.99, the Mavericks to $35 with Dennis Smith Jr., the Clippers to $1.99 to Dosick, Nitlakina, the Knicks to $49. Zach Collins and Danny Manning, Dennis Schroeder, that's also a nice low number. Artis Gilmore. For the Clippers, Patrick Beverly, the really nice Markelle Fultz. We are going to look at the back of that one again. I happen to really like this card, and I like that hit. And it's numbered to 25, and I think that's a very nice hit for the Sixers. And the Suns have Josh Jackson. The Jazz with a hit, one of many, Isaiah Thomas for the Pistons. There's the Hawks, the Spurs, another Isaiah Thomas. The Timberwolves, the Pacers, and the Lakers, the Pacers, the Clippers, the nice Blake Griffin for the Clippers, Jonas for the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell for the Jazz, a little John Stockton for the Jazz. Those all came out right in a row out of the same box, which also was kind of crazy, but what are you going to do? Isaiah Thomas, Pistons, Ricky Rubio, Terrence Ferguson, Mirotic, Swanigan, and Aldridge. This is, of course, the last of the Spectra, and we'll be rolling tomorrow night, starting with Cornerstones. Pacers, Grizzlies, Thunder, Kings, Pistons, Nuggets, Nets, and Kings. And Celtics got involved there with the Cavaliers. Is that the Clippers again? Yeah, that was Danny Manning Clippers. Timberwolves, the Bulls, the Magic, the Bucks, and the Heat. So that has us all wrapped up with Spectra. I did get a message today, I will say this. I did get a message today from the guy who owns our local card shop. I think I told you guys a couple weeks ago he had a heart attack. And so he hasn't been in his shop very much because, they've advised him not to be. He needs to really take it easy and things, as one might expect. So he's got some extra stuff, and he may have me break a case of Spectra for him. I'm not sure. So if he does, that is a possibility of one more case we would have. But he's kind of adverse to losing money on things, as most of us are, but I'm kind of more used to it than he is. So considering how much money I've lost on just about every case of Spectra, he may change his mind. So I don't know. We may or may not have one more case of Spectra, but I personally do not have any more. Put it like that. So once again, projected shipping dates for Spectra that just finished Inception that is coming up. Saturday the 28th, projected shipping date for our triple play memorabilia items that were opened at the first of the evening, projected to go out Monday. Consolation cards, if you didn't pull something, if you were in the free shipping break, typically I'm going to hold that, ship it with your next package. If you want it sent sooner, let me know. We'll get that taken care of for you. And if you're in the paid shipping breaks of Spectra or Inception, any consolation cards you might be due are going to be sent out with the rest of the break because it's a paid shipping break. 16 boxes of 2018 Inception Baseball. This is a full case break. It is break number 10, and it ended tonight as well, Tuesday night, the 24th of July. Same format with our team names on the left, winning bidders across from it there on the right-hand side. You'll notice the Kansas City Royals were not listed because they are not on the checklist. About every other time, I do forget and list them. Most of the time I catch it, if I do, and I get it ended really quickly. Every once in a while, I don't catch it, and it runs the whole way through. And if that ever happens, and you are that person, and you see it, hey, let me know so I can end it. But also, if it does actually ever end sold when I do not mean to have it listed, I do, of course, refund the person and tell them what's happened, because obviously don't want to list something that doesn't have any possibility for a hit, And I'm sure that many of my basketball folks are taking off. Maybe some already have. So for those of you who are heading out tonight, once again, let me take this time to say thank you for joining the break tonight. Always happy to have you. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night for Cornerstones, because it's a brand new product. It looks like a lot of fun. And I'm hoping that we're going to get some good hits out of that. And of course, certified football is like always awesome. Like, who doesn't love certified football? Yeah, we all do. So, and we're breaking it by the 12-box case. So, it doesn't have a ton of cards in it, though. So, even though it sounds like it'll take forever, it really won't take that long. Cornerstones either. I mean, it's a lot of boxes to open, but there's not a ton of cards in either one. So, shouldn't be too bad in terms of time-wise. So Inception, I would imagine most people have probably done a break of this by now, but in case you haven't, of course it is a 16-box case. Each box has one pack of cards in it. Each pack of cards has one hit in it, and it will also have a couple of parallels. If the parallel cards are green, they will be unnumbered. If they are a different color, they will be numbered. The autograph hits in here, if it includes memorabilia, it will be a sticker autograph. If it does not include memorabilia on the card, it will be an on-card autograph. There will be two case hits. One is a silver signings card. Most of those I have found to be numbered to right around 99 or thereabouts, although I think there are some versions that are numbered lower. That's kind of on average about what they are numbered, but they're really nice cards. Handsome cards, if you will. And then our second case hit in Inception is an autographed jumbo patch card. So somewhere along the way, we're going to come up with those two case hits to keep us busy, along with, of course, our regular hits. Inception's always a lot of fun to open. I've always been a big fan of Inception and Origins and football. I like those products. Oh, Greg was on it. Greg was already naming out the case hits before I even got them out. Thank you, Greg. I didn't look over there for a minute. I see you beat me to the punch, man. Greg has watched a lot of Inception breaks and been in a lot of Inception breaks with me. He can probably tell you the checklist better than I can. Hey, Anthony, I'm glad to have you here. It doesn't matter if you buy into the break or if you just come and hang out and chat with us. I'm always happy to have you join. So always good to see you, Anthony. S&S Design. I like these cards too. I know not everyone does, but I always have. I like the design. It's not our traditional baseball card design, if you will. I think they're nice looking cards. I like the way it's what we pull out of the packs. It's usually some good hits in there. I enjoy it. And of course, you know, Panini's Origins Football, they kind of modeled after Inception Baseball, so it's a very similar looking product, which is probably the reason I like Origins as much as I do. Because, you know, they basically kind of copied it from Topps and Inception, I think. All right, let me get some sleeves out for this break, and then we'll start into our packs. Oh, Anthony, you haven't seen these cards? Oh, you're going to like them. Well, you might. Well, I don't know. I was going to say you're going to like them because I like them. But again, these are cards where some people like them and other people don't, and there's not a lot of in between because they are definitely a unique design as opposed to any of our other baseball cards. Hey, Greg, we'll try to find another one of one. I would like to do that in here tonight. So first out is Brandon Woodruff and the Brewers. That, of course, again, is the green color that will be unnumbered. And our second parallel is to 150. It's Nick Williams and the Phillies. Our base cards, Altuve, Blackburn, Faria, and Lewis Brinson. And our first hit is a nice one. That is numbered to 230. It's Victor Robles for the Nationals. Of course, he didn't make it up this year. He was injured when somebody had to be called up, so it became Juan Soto, his teammate. Instead, Juan Soto, of course, has been doing quite well with the Nats, so Victor, I guess technically, probably isn't going to be full-time up until next year anyway. Nolan Arenado and the Rockies to 75, a green unnumbered Freddie Freeman for the Braves. Our base, Manny Machado, Cody Bellinger, Bradley Zimmer, Gohara. And our hit is for the Rockies, and it's David Dahl. Wow, we haven't pulled him in a long time. That's numbered to 25. Of course, obviously, he was another one. He came up for his rookie year, got injured, then didn't play for a while, and, you know, he's got to kind of get back in his groove. But nonetheless, that's a nice hit for the Rockies to 25. S&S Design got a case hit Chris Bryant silver signings. Very nice. We had a Chris Bryant patch in here, didn't we, the other night, guys? Am I not? Yeah, we did. It was numbered to, like, what, 25? And it was an autograph patch out of here with Chris Bryant. I think it was to 25. Trey, this is Inception, guys. I think this is case number 10, right? It's the one that ended tonight on eBay, Trey. And I think we're on number 10, case number 10. Miguel Gomez for the Giants, green unnumbered. Another Nick Williams, green unnumbered for the Phillies. Our base, Harrison Bader, Miguel Gomez, Nick Williams, Freddie Freeman. And our hit is Andrew Stevenson for the Nationals. And you know what that is? That is our, of course, our jumbo patch case hit. Numbered to 150, and that's a really nice patch, which they usually are. I mean, I say they usually are, but sometimes they're always really big. Sometimes they're more interesting patches than other times. I happen to like that patch. That's what I'm trying to get out. I just can't get it out. Hi, Ed. This is Sean Newcomb and the Braves, green unnumbered. And I forgot to bring forward there for a minute Keon Broxton and the Brewers to 50. Our base, Banda, Barrios, Austin, and Syndergaard. Our hit is Chance Sisco and the Baltimore Orioles to 75. Ed is just helping me out. These stupid sleeves. I have a whole case of these sleeves that they've been fine up until like the last couple of packs. And for some reason, the last couple of packs that I've opened, like every other sleeve wants to split down the side when you put a card in it. I don't really know why. So Harrison Bader and the Cardinals, green parallel. Tyler Mahle and the Reds to 150 for my Cincinnati Reds. Jordan Montgomery, Ryan Healy, Lucas Sims. Oh, are our base cards, and we're about to have our case hit along with a Carson Fulmer for the White Sox, numbered to 99. I see our silver signing coming. It is for the Padres, and it's numbered to 99. It's Hunter Renfroe and the San Diego Padres. So both of our case hits have now come out. One for the Nationals, oh, stupid sleeve, and one for the Padres. Can't imagine like what the deal is with them. Like, how hard is it for them to make a sleeve that it's just a little sheet of plastic? But I don't know. Apparently they had some quality control issues with this case. Manny Machado and the Orioles, unnumbered. Lynn for the Red Sox to 150. Our base, Beltre, Jake Lamb, Nicky Delmonico, Christian Arroyo. Note that he is correctly a Tampa Bay Ray on the base cards. J.P. Crawford for the Phillies, numbered to 230. Ah, they're killing me. These sleeves are killing me tonight. And see, watch, it is. It's like every other one. Which would make more sense if they were just all that way. And then you would think, okay, well, the whole entire thing just didn't make it through quality control. But when it's every other one, that's really weird to me. Cody Bellinger and the Dodgers, green unnumbered. Hunter Renfroe, Padres to 99. The base, Benintendi, Mancini, Corey Seager, Giancarlo Stanton. Our hit is Lewis Brinson for the Brewers, numbered to 75. What's the score for the Cardinals and my Cincinnati Reds? Does anybody happen to be up to date on the score? Victor Robles and the Nats to 75. Trey Mancini, green unnumbered. The base, Mejia, Barreto, Hoskins, and Clevenger. And look at this, kids. We've got a second case hit in here. A second jumbo patch card. And this is a really nice one, because it's Rafael Devers for the Red Sox. And it is numbered to 99. So how about our luck? We had multiple case hits out of Spectra. Supposed to have one, and we ended up with 3. We're supposed to have one of these per case, and we've already found 2. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a third one in here as well. Not complaining. Happy to have it. Keep them coming. That's my view. Gina, you're so mean. She said the score is Cardinals 72 to 1 for the Reds. I know the Reds have been losing by a lot lately, but 72, that's awful, man. Nicky Delmonico and the White Sox, Christian Arroyo and the Rays, Ian Happ and the Cubs, Ichiro and the Marlins, J.P. Crawford, Phillies, Jack Flaherty for the Cardinals. And hey, Red Sox, look at this. You just hit the nice jumbo patch card for Devers. Here you have a second one, numbered to 230. This one is an on-card autograph. Anthony, thank you. Says the Cardinals won in 11 innings, and SNS Design said it was 4-2. Gina, though, that's pretty funny. They lost 72-1. Well, we did lose that one game the other. What was that? Something stupid like 19-1 or something. Oh, to the Indians. It was awful. So it's not outside the realm of possibility anyway. Lucas Sims for the Braves is unnumbered in green. Dustin Fowler for the A's to 99. Our base, Mike Trout. Jimenez for the Tigers. Eric Fetty, George Springer. Our hit is for the Rockies, and it is Ramel Tapia to 230. Oh, Bobby's in the house. So you were watching. You did see your Devers come out. Nice. Those were 2, as you say, double boom. Indeed it is. 2 really nice hits coming out for the Red Sox, practically back-to-back. Ryan Healy for the Mariners, green parallel. Andahar for the Yankees, 250. Souza, Cooper, Frazier, and J.P. Davis. Our hit is for the White Sox, and it's Nicky Delmonico. That's a nice patch. That's to 299, and we get a patch like that. Although sadly, you do have a thread hanging right there. I'm not going to mess with it, but when you get it, you might want to trim that thread, or you might not. I don't know. But you do definitely have a thread hanging in your nice patch for the White Sox. S&S says it's not as bad as your Orioles. I will grant you that. My Reds probably started off as bad as your Orioles, but then the Reds kind of recovered a little bit midway through, but the Orioles are having a rough go of it. I'm going to grant you that. Alex Bregman, green unnumbered. Jordan Montgomery, green unnumbered. Dominic Smith, Sean Newcomb, Brandon Woodruff, and Alex Bregman. Our hit is Carson Fulmer for the White Sox. That is numbered 250. So I believe, isn't that 2 Carson Fulmers out tonight? I think it is. Of course, we'll recap it momentarily when we finish looking at everything, and we'll be able to see if I'm right or wrong about that. Zach Granite and the Twins to 99. Dominic Smith, green, parallel, unnumbered. Gary Sanchez, Brett Phillips, Billy Hamilton, and Rizzo are our base cards. Hit is for the Oakland A's, and it's Dustin Fowler. Another nice patch, this one numbered to 75. I always think they give us such nice patches in Inception. Kind of no matter what the card is numbered to, you can pull a really nice relic out of this product. And honestly, it's some of the nicest relics Topps gives us, I think, in terms of both size and the chunks of what we get. Gohara for the Braves and Beltre for the Rangers, both green unnumbered. Greg Allen, Carlos Correa, Ramel Tapia, Jose Ramirez, the base. The hit is for the Brewers, and it's Brandon Woodruff. And another nice patch, numbered to 299, and we managed to get ourselves 3 colors on that as well for the Brewers. We have 2 left. 2 left. So we gotta hope, let's hope for some fire in here. Josh Donaldson and the Blue Jays to 150. Green unnumbered. Jake Lamb for the D-backs. Mookie Betts, Lynn, Donaldson, and DeYoung are our base cards. Our hit is for the Mets. It's TJ Rivera to 99. There's one you don't pull very often. At least I don't pull very often. So that's a nice little hit for the Mets. All right, guys, last box and gals, last box mojo, last box mojo. Let's make it work for us. Bradley Zimmer and the Indians, green unnumbered. Chance Sisco and the Orioles to 50. Domingo Santana, Jonathan Shoup, Felix Jorge, Ryan McMahon, and our last hit out is Andrew Stevenson for the Nationals to 230. Of course, he was also one of our case hit jumbo patch cards. So let's recap. We're going to just look through our hits again. I'm not going to read off all the numbering and things like that again, but we're going to take a second look for anyone who might want to check it out again, or if you jumped in late and missed part of it, now's your chance to take a look at our hits. And after I do this, I will put up the spreadsheet again for a moment, go over that one final time, including the list of things that are coming up the rest of the week, and all the shipping info and all that jazz will be coming up momentarily. One of our 2 jumbo patch cards, we got a bonus case hit in this case. Our silver signings case hit was Hunter Renfroe. Our second jumbo patch card, of course, was Andrew Stevenson. And then the nice David Dahl patch for the Rockies. Okay, all right. Spreadsheet information coming up. So for those of you who are not sticking around for the recap of the information, once again, I appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you for choosing to spend part of your evening with me. Hopefully we'll see you again somewhere along the way. Sooner rather than later. I like having the company. So, of course, everybody's probably seen this by now. Hopefully you have. But in case you haven't, paid shipping break, Spectra, Inception, projecting a Saturday shipping date, the free shipping break, projecting to go out on Monday. That was our memorabilia items. As always, if I can get something out to you faster than the listed date, I will. And if something were to go a little haywire, it could always slide a day later. Consolation cards. If you were in the memorabilia break, typically I will hold it and ship it with your next package when you do pull something. If you want it sent sooner, shoot me a message on eBay. We'll get you hooked up. The page shipping breaks for Spectra and Inception. If you got skunked there, your consolation cards will ship out with the rest of the break. And then, of course, coming up in the days ahead, we've got an autographed football jersey tomorrow night, Cornerstones basketball, which comes out tomorrow, certified football, which comes out tomorrow, both by the case. On Thursday, we have more memorabilia, including a case of our Onyx Clubhouse Collection game-used batting gloves. We'll open another half case of Gold Standard football and another case of certified football. On Friday, Immaculate Collegiate football comes out. We'll open a full case of that, along with another case of Inception and another case of Cornerstones basketball. Saturday finds us with some additional memorabilia, an autographed baseball bat, an autographed batting helmet, a half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys. So the half case break means we're going to have 4 jerseys in that break. So that's more than we normally do, and that ought to be fun. And we'll also break a full case of Optic baseball. Sunday, we've got tons of memorabilia, an autographed mini football helmet, an autographed New Era baseball hat. That's a whole brand new category that Hit Parade's come out with, these nice New Era baseball hats that'll be autographed. And some nice names on the checklist, too, including Mike Trout and Aaron Judge. Then we will also open an autographed baseball jersey, a Hit Parade Series 6 autographed baseball jersey, and a 3-peat basketball box, which will have in it an autographed basketball jersey, an autographed basketball, and an autographed picture. And then we'll wrap up Sunday night with a half case of Allen and Ginter baseball. So that's what the days ahead look like. They're going to be busy. And next week is going to be even crazier. There are a million products coming out because it's the week of the National, the Card Collectors National Show. So they always release about 4 million products for that. So, yeah, we're going to be cranking it out for the next couple of weeks, guys and gals. So I guess that is it for me tonight. So thanks once again. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. And until I see you the next time, take care. Bye now.